We're live! It's a Sunday stream. I had to go live in a hurry. So much in a hurry that I have a fucking thing on the floor. Hold on. My ass was like... drawing a comic, as I do. And I was like, looking at the clock quite frequently, like... Bloodless shirt. It's a lot of them. But I was drawing a comic and I was fucking like checking the clock quite often, but then I just didn't, and all of a sudden it was like 7 minutes to stream, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten dinner or anything. So I just like, how the fuck do we do this? And I just microwaved the last things I had in my fridge and just ate it hella quick. But I don't think we're not particularly late. We're not particularly late. That's good. Today, we have already gotten some cameos from Pony Up on our beautiful mod, who's back, who will make sure that I don't stream without game cam again. We're playing who did it, which is it has the feeling of Scrabble. It's we're figuring out who did it by placing people in rooms. This is prime second monitor content. If you just want... It says that we have ads in progress, but I did run 3 minutes of ads. I have no idea what Twitch is doing. Anywho, what? This is like so prime second monitor content because, you know, I'm just here saying like, oh, so he was in this room with who, and above that room, it's like... I swear to God, Pony Up and will fall asleep hella quick today. Maybe I will even stream without game cam accidentally again. This sounds so peak. It is. And I think we're gonna be able to finish the game, because we're halfway through the cases. I did think of playing off stream. I was like, ooh, but there's different, difficulties or whatever. I'm like, no, we can't do that. But I'm very thirsty because I just ate very fast. So, and I still haven't cleaned my glasses. That's great. God, I really should have. I take for today's crackable, I have this. We had another lemon soda. Fucking last stream. Last Who Did It stream, and it was strange, but not too bad. This is the same brand, but yuzu lemon instead of red lemon, which I still don't know what that means. But since I'm so thirsty, we're gonna crack hella quick. A moment of silence. There's some like crispy cracks. Oh goodness, that's potent. I don't think I've consumed too much yuzu. I know it's potent, but I don't know how. This motherfucker smells. Jesus, he smells. Huh. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes so remarkably citrus, and I love that. I really do. I think it tastes like yuzu, not gonna lie. I haven't consumed too much yuzu, but I think it tastes like yuzu. Which I guess is really good. It does exactly what it says on the tin, or does exactly what it says on the can, even. God, I really should have cleaned my glasses. This is not good. My poor eyes. My eyes. Should we give it another try, even if I haven't cleaned them? That's a great thing to do, honey boy. That's fucking surely. Maybe. It's just on one. The one that is close to get ready with me with streamer, the best to ever do it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe that's fine. I think it's more the light that's fucking me up. We'll see. We will see which makes me tweak out more. That is the question. Oh god. Let's see. Let's not put on the starting soon screen. There you go. There isn't any game top. Game top? There is no game top. Do you hear the things hitting the ground outside? Because I do. Wonder if I should close the door. The door? I think I will. Does he know about the DORE? The what? The door. Anyway. Oh, I had a still sad this isn't like a do no harm stream, because I can't talk while playing this because I'm just so busy thinking. But I had to go and buy a phone today. That was fucked up. I had my dear phone that has one started overheating for just like playing YouTube, like watching YouTube, and two just don't want to charge. And I had a scare today when it just didn't want to charge, and I had like 9%, and I was like, this is the reckoning. So I bought a new one, but then this decided to charge. So. And I'm a slut for small phones, and they don't have small phones anymore. Fuck you, iPhone. What am I doing, brother? What did I click? Click! Let's go. Let's go. Let's open this case. Oh. An entire new phone? An entire new phone. That's true. Normal. Oh god. I think also I've been looking at a screen very close, and now I'm watching a screen slightly further away. Homicide. Double homicide. Don't die, for fuck's sake. Let's hope. I don't know how far away from my head I'm supposed to have a mic. Because when I did with the video, I had it quite a ways away, and it works because I can up the volume, but I don't know how it works for the settings here. Let's fucking get interfaced, gang boys. Thomas was preparing drinks in the ballroom. I love that. Thomas. Tom. Shirley and Karen was on the same floor but opposite ends. Sherry and Margie was on the same floor but opposite ends. There was a woman in the room above the room that Jeremy was in. Charles was on the same floor as Scott but in another room. Phil was in a room either above or below the room Scott was in. Shirley was on the right side of the house. Sherry was on the left side of the house. Thank you. Okay. So they don't... Yeah, alone preparing drinks in the ballroom. Great. So... Oh, the fact that they're named Shirley and Sherry trips me up. But, hello? Thomas also along playing drinks in the ballroom. Same floor, but opposite ends. And she's on the right side of the house. I love to see it. Because she cannot be in the ballroom. Who is she? Shirley. Shirley! And so Karen was here. Oh, I feel like we got a good start. We got an easy start, I feel like, on this one. There was a woman in the room. Sherry was on the left side of the house, which is this. So she can only be here. There you go. Alone preparing drinks in the ballroom. But Sherry and Margie were on the same floor but opposite ends. So this is Margie. There was a woman in the room above the room that Jeremy was in. Charles was on the same floor as Scott, but in another room. Phil was in the room either above or below the room Scott was in. Okay, wait, we know where Sherry is. Shirley... No. Oh. Hold on. Never mind. Sherry was on the left side of the house. Oh no. Shirley and Karen were on the opposite ends. Sherry and Margie were on the opposite ends. So this is Margie. And this is Sherry. And there was a woman. There was a woman in the room above the room that Jeremy was in. So Jeremy's here. We know where you are. Phil was in a room either above or below the room Scott was in. Oh, we can do this too. I remember now. Easy start, my brain is fried. Yeah. Comparatively, I feel like this is easier than the ones we had at the end of last stream. But it could also be that my brain was fried. Drinks alone in the ballroom. There was a woman above the room Jeremy was in. Yes. Charles was on the same floor as Scott, but in another room. Phil was in a room either above or below the room Scott was in. Same floor as Scott, but in another room. Above or below. So... let's see. Same floor as Scott, but in another room. Okay, so this means that... this either... Scott can only be on the bottom floor. Because there can only be two guys. There can only be two guys. But there is not enough room for Charles and Scott to be anywhere else. So Phil was either above or below the room Scott was in. Okay, so this is Phil. And this is same floor as Scott. Phil's was Scott. Scott, I found you. You fucking asshole, I was about to say. Charles. Are we... No! What did we do, bro? Huh? Okay. So... come back. Is it me not knowing left and right again? Sherry is on the left side of the house. Yes, it's me not knowing left and right. That's the problem. Okay. Like so. Wait. Oh, there's another person in the attic. Oh. Chris. They didn't say anything about Chris. Shirley, Sherry, Karen. And this is... Chris. There you go. Damn, we weren't the best to ever do it. I mean, first try. The public wants to be me so bad. Yes, next case. I I do enjoy this game. I do enjoy this game a lot. It's very fun. Who did it? Oh, slurp. For me. David and James were in the bathroom? What were you doing there? David? Hello? David and James? James! We're in the bathroom. Daniel and Patricia were on the same floor but opposite ends. Lenora and Ronald were on the same floor but opposite ends. Kelsey was above or below the room Patricia was in. Uh-huh. Same floor but opposite ends. This means that they have to be on the top floor. And Patricia needs to be here. Patricia. There you are. Let's see. Daniel. Kelsey. This is what I mean that I'm just saying names. That's their private business, sir. Nothing is private. I'm the detective. Daniel and Patricia on the same floor but opposite ends. Lenora and Ronald were on the same floor but opposite ends. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't know which one is which. Oh god. Kelsey? Yes. We know this. Amanda was in the room below or in the room below the room Ronald was in. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm just figuring things out. Man, I feel like I have some strange clarity today. Let's see. Amanda was in the room below the room Ronald was in. So, Ronald can only be here. In the study. Nice, which means that Lenora is here. There you go. Arthur was not in the same room as Alice. Gerard was not in the same room as Arthur. So... okay. So Arthur did it. And the rest is... and the rest is history. Alice and Gerard. Is this it? Best to ever do it, dude! No one does it better than me. Easy. How quick was that? Fucking... oh, it didn't say. Oh, maybe it said, but I missed it. Classic. No. No. I feel like the default, like, because I have to go and click that I want the normal difficulty. I feel like that the normal should be the standard, right? Francis and Harold were in the dining room. Will do. Who? Francis and Harold. Cam was in the room directly above. Okay. The room Brent was in. Brent was in the same room as Hallie. Hallie was on the same floor as Duncan, but in another room. Alvaro and Rosa were in the same room. Veronica was on the same floor as Harold. Teresa was in the lounge. Duncan did not do it. Okay. Teresa was in the lounge. Okay, somehow we will figure this out. Directly above the room Brent was in. Brent was in the same room as Hallie. Directly above the room Brent was in. So this means that this is Brent. This is Hallie. This is Kevin. Above the room Brent was in. Brent was in the same room as Hallie. I was on the same floor as Duncan, but in another room. Duncan did not do it. This we know. Robert was not on the same floor as Rosa. Yes, Robert did it. Cool, because we're the best to ever do it. Alvaro and Rosa. Alvaro and Rosa. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Veronica. So it was Rosa. They were in the same room. Veronica was on the same floor as Harold. Teresa was in the lounge. Duncan didn't do it. Which means Robert. Best to ever do it. That was under 3 minutes. What's the time? 2 minutes and 14 seconds? Are we sure? Are we sure? Yeah. Are we sure I'm playing on normal mode? But I so am. Damn. I'm so fucking good. I feel like I probably should have used... I didn't see that there's a feature where you can strike off, like, the things. You can strike off the things. You can, like, strike out the... This is no longer baby sensor videos. This is like watching a YouTube tutorial on fixing a gas leak while the smell is actually getting stronger. What do you mean? I cannot dream, I cannot sleep tonight. Loud wrong buzzer noise, sirens blare. What? Ponyappa really be saying some shit. I love that. What do you mean watching a YouTube tutorial on fixing a gas leak while the smell is actively getting stronger? Is there an urgency? David and Arlene were in the same room. Arlene was in the room directly below the room Barbara was in. Barbara was in the room right of the dead body was found in. Cool. Huh? To the right. A room to the right. Okay, so she's on the top floor. Yeah, we figured. Anyway, it's the same as saying Barbara didn't do it. Brittany was on the same floor as David, but in a room more to the left. Okay. Do we have any clue who Wait, I need to figure this out. But I'm like, do we have somewhere to start? The way they're phrasing it is weird. They're phrasing it differently every time. David and Arlene were in the same room. Arlene was in the room directly above or below the room Barbara was in. Barbara was in a room to the right of the room the dead body is in. Everything is to the right of the room the dead body was in. Brittany was on the same floor as David, but in a room more to the left. Oh yeah, that still doesn't matter. Lewis was in the room above the room Mary was in. Roy and Nicholas were in the room above the room and Angela was in. George was in the same room as Barbara. Okay. Barbara was in a room to the right of the room the dead body was found in. Because sometimes they mean directly, and sometimes they don't. Okay, George and Barbara are in the same room. Do they say more about George? Do they say more about George? I feel like I read something. Roy and Nicholas were in the room above the room Angela was in. But we know George and Barbara is in one room on the top floor. This we know. Should we... Lewis was above the room Mary was in. What? How many? Oh, so the ones on the top floor is Lewis, Roy, Nicholas, George, and Barbara. So we already know who did it. Because it's fucking Lewis. Because George and Barbara is in one room and Roy and Nicholas is in one room. And this means that Mary is in the bedroom. With who? Mary is on the same floor as Angela, but in a room to the left of the room Angela was in. Do I want to assume it's this? Or in the room above the room Angela was in? George was in the same room as Barbara. Huh? Wait. Oh. Brittany was on the same floor as David? Who is David? David. Oh, David and Arlene. Who the fuck? Okay. In a room more to the left. Okay. So fucking David and Arlene are in the kitchen. No, not necessarily. Are they? It's on the same floor as David, but in a room more to the left. Bradley was on the same floor as Brittany, but in a room more to the left. So... what? Mary was on the same floor as Angela, but in a room to the left of the room Angela was in. Oh no, so that's a lie. What? In a room more to the left, yes. So Angela... Arlene... Oh god. Okay, we're gonna strike out these. And these. Bradley's on the same floor as Brittany, but in a room more to the left. We know that this is on the bottom floor. So Bradley's either there or there. Brittany was on the same floor as David, but in a room more to the left. So... Oh, there you go. Brittany was on the same floor as David, but in a room more to the left. This is... because, let's see, where are you, Brittany? There. Because Brittany cannot be all the way to the right. So this means put in a room more to the left. So this is Bradley. Correct. Let's see. Mary was on the same floor as Angela, but in a room to the left of the room where Angela was in. This doesn't track at all. Because Lewis is above the room Mary was in. What? Same room. Oh, we can do that. David. Arlene. Top floor. Thank you. David and Arlene was on the top floor. Directly below, never mind. They're on the bottom floor. I think that's what fucked me up. Bottom floor. Floor. Can you see that? You can't see my notes. Barbara's in a room to the right of the room where the dead body was in. Yes. Barbara and George were on the top floor. I think. Yes. Oh. George and Barbara Top floor. Top flute. Yes. We're not gonna care about spelling. They're in the same room. Above. These are above and below each other. Cool. Was in a room. Barbara was in a room. She was. Mary is on the bottom floor. Mary, bottom floor. Let's see. Lewis is on the top floor. Okay. Roy and Nicholas is on the top floor. What? But that doesn't track. Roy and Nicholas were in the room above the room Angelo's in. Mary's on the same floor as Angela, but in a room left to the room where Angela was in. No, this tracks. Weren't we right the first time? Like, right the first time, but were we right? Roy Nicholas is on the top floor. Same floor as Brittany, but one more to the left. It's above the room Angela was in. David and Arlene were in the same room. Yes. Did I read Arlene as Angela or something? Brittany was on the same floor as David in another room. Yeah. But I was on the same floor as Brittany, but in another room. Yes. Lewis was in the room above the room Mary was in. This has to be Angela. This has to be Angela. So this is Roy. This is Nicholas. This is fucking... This is George and Barbara. George. Was this right? Best to ever do it, dude. That only took me like 3 times as much as the last one. There's an overhanging desperation to understand a madness with which I'm not familiar, and the vultures can smell easy prey. The stream title is very fitting, I found. Yes, I figured out that this is the thing I do. I watched like a bit of it back, and all I'm doing is saying names. So this is just adult Cocomelon. That's all it is. There's nothing. I'm gonna continue playing the game because it's funny. But yeah, this is really like, do you just want someone to be in your ear and say things and you don't really need to think about what they're saying? It's great. I'm peak background noise right now. That's all I am. Like, I'm making noise, but I don't think it's way too distracting because I'm literally just saying names. Ronald was on the same floor as Jenny, but in a room more to the left. Jenny was on the same floor as David, but one more to the left. Okay. Wait. To the left, David. David! Okay, no, that doesn't... Hold on. Alright, Joseph was on the same floor as Robert, but in another room. Robert and Kathleen were both innocent. Della was on the same floor as Kathleen, but in a room more to the right. Right? Lou was on the same floor as Shannon, but 2 rooms to the left. To the left! To the left. Nicole was on the same room as... I'm just gonna use the notes. That's really... It's really a good thing. I don't have to remember shit. Ronald. Jenny. David is on the top floor. David is... Oh yeah, they're on the top floor. That was what I was looking for. Cool. Great. Ron's on the same floor as Jenny, but in one more to the left. Jenny was on the same floor as David, but one more to the left. So this is David. This is Jenny. Where are you? This is Jenny. This is Ronald. Boom. Boom. David's on the room directly above the room Joseph was in. There is Joseph. Joseph was on the same floor as Robert, but in another... What the fuck do you mean? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. What? Robert. Robert and Ronald. They have the same name. Joseph's on the same floor as Robert, but in another room. Okay, so Robert is on the bottom floor. Because Robert is on the bottom. Rob bottom. Yes, exactly. Robert and Kathleen were innocent. Rob bottom innocent, yes. Kathleen is innocent. Huh? Yes, Dell was on the same floor as Kathleen. Where is Kathleen? Oh, she's innocent. That's all we know. But oh yeah. Della's on the same floor as Kathleen, but in a room more to the right. Lewis was on the same floor as Shannon, but 2 rooms to the left. Nicole was in the same room as Ronald. Okay. Great. Nicole. That helps me. So the ones on the... Lewis was on the same floor as... Lewis was on the same floor as Shannon, but 2 rooms to the left. Okay, so... This is... Huh? Yes. Huh? Which one is in the same 2 room? Which one is in 2 room? Which one? Nicole was on the same room as Ronald. Lou's on the same floor as Shannon. Dell's on the same floor as Kathleen, but in a room more to the right. But who is on the bottom? 2 rooms to the left. So we know that Shannon is fully to the right, but that doesn't tell us anything right now. We need to know who's with Joseph. Kathleen is innocent. Dell is on the same floor as Kathleen. Shannon is all the way to the right. Yes. Shannon, all right. Cool. Lewis was in the wine cellar, for sure. This we know. Now we know this. Cool. So this means Shannon. This means Shannon is here. Nicole was in the same room as Ronald. Yes. We can strike that out. Dell was on the same floor as Kathleen, but in a room more to the right. Oh. Okay, so is this Della and this Kathleen? Then who did it, dude? Because which one do we have left? Louis, Robert, Sean. Sean. Have we placed Robert? We haven't placed Robert. And Robert is innocent. Robert is innocent and on the bottom. Cool. So it's Sean. Is this true? Fuck. Oh, everything was right except these motherfuckers. Huh? Dave was in a room directly above the room Joseph was in. So Kathleen isn't. That was on the same floor as Kathleen, but one more to the right. Oh, my biggest downfall is that I don't know right and left. Kathleen, Bella. Is this right? Best to ever do it. First try. Oh. I love that at least 3 people in here are listening to me say names, but I think it's correct. I would too, I was about to say. Hello again. I was just cranking the volume. Take this. What are you giving me? A notebook? Yes, from now I wanted to write a daily evaluation of your work. Okay, but why? Yes, you're not working hard enough and I get written up for your lack of interest. What do you mean? I'm the best ever dude. But Emily, I'm doing my best to... Emily walks off. The fuck is Emily doing, dude? I should write a daily evaluation? That's evil. I could never. Case closed. Case overview. Can I get an overview? Please. Me when I get to do more case. Oh. I was so ready for that cutscene. Back to the game. Oh god. Let's see. Cora was in the room directly below the room Aaron was in. James was in the room directly above the room Carl was in. Okay. Karen was in the room directly below the room Charles was in. Oh god, I feel like it's getting easier. I don't know what's going on. Cora's on the bottom floor. James is on the bottom floor. Karen is on the bottom floor. That's what we know now. Arthur was on the same floor as Sherry and Ella. Arthur, Sherry, Ella, one floor. Aaron, Carl, and Charles was all in different rooms. Okay. We can do this. No, we can't. Ella was in a room 2 rooms to the right of the room Sherry was in. Okay, so... let's see. 2 room to the right. This means that Ella on the right, Ella to the right, Sherry to the left. Yes. Sherry left. Sherry left. She's out of here. Arthur was in the room right of the room Charles was in. Did we note where Charles is? Okay. This means that Charles is here. Yes. Charles. Steven was in the room directly below the room Arthur was in. So... let's see. He is on the bottom floor. Which one are you? Steven. Steven is on the bottom floor. Aaron was in the room left of the room Carl was in. Do we know where Aaron is? No. Aaron, Carl, and Charles were all in different rooms. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Alright. Aaron was to the room, to a room to the left of the room where Carl was in. Steven... Oh. Steven was in the room directly below the room Arthur was in. So Arthur, Charles, Shellery, and Ella is on the same floor. Which means that Ella is here. Sherry's here. Yes. Arthur's in the same floor as Sherry and Ella. Cora was in the room directly below the room Aaron was in. Aaron is on the top floor. Aaron and Carl is on the top floor. Huh? Let's see. Of course, in the room directly below the room Aaron was in. Oh, we completely missed to do which one is on the top floor. That's great. We wrote who's on the bottom floor. That's it. Top floor is Aaron, Carl, Charles, and Arthur. And Arthur. Yes. Actually, below the shore. Steven. Yes. The room Charles was in. Steven was in the room directly below the room Arthur was in. Aaron was in this room left to the room Carl was in. Which ones were not in the same room? Aaron, Carl, and Charles were in different rooms. Are all of them on the same floor? Aaron, Carl, and Charles are all on the top floor. Together with these motherfuckers. Do we have everyone who's on the top floor? Arthur, Charles, Sherry, Ella, Aaron, Carl. Yes. Ella's on the right, Sherry's on the left. Arthur was in a room to the right of the room Charles was in. So Charles cannot be here. There can only be one person in the dining room. That's the biggest one, I think. Carl and Charles were all in different rooms. Aaron was in. Which one? Where should we start? Where am I? Or there... Oh. No? Arthur was in the room to the right of the room Charles was in. So Arthur cannot be here. Which means that Steven cannot do it. Steven cannot do it. Aaron, Carl. Same floor as Sherry and Ella. Sen. Where was that? Directly below. God. Lord. This is not easy for boy. Cora, Aaron. How do we note that Cora's below Aaron? I can spell. Aaron. James. Carl. James. Oh, I completely messed that James is a thing. James, Carl. Bam. Boom. Oh, I can't see the cursor, that's why. Karen and Charles. Karen, Charles. I can just cross these off then. Arthur was on the same floor as Sharon and Ella, this we know. Aaron, Carl, and Charles were all in different rooms. Arthur was in a room to the right of the room Charles was in. Stephen was in the room directly below the room Arthur was in. There you go. Stephen. Stephen. No, below. Did I do it right? No. Anyway, I did it in. I didn't in the right order for everyone, at least. Stephen. Arthur. Arthur was in a room that Charles was in. Arthur was right in a room to the right. Arm was in a room to the left. Oh, here you go. Arthur was in a room to the right of the room where Charles was in. And to a room to the left of where Carlos was in. So, this is Arthur. Thank God. Now we fucking figured it out. This means that this is Carl. Not Stephen. This is Carl. This is Charles. Yes. Now we know. And then we have... We don't know where... Oh, this must be Aaron. So... There you go. Cora is here. Cora is there. James? James! Oh, there you go. James did it. Yeah! Can't stop. Cora's under Aaron. James was under Carl. Karen was under Charles. Stephen is under Arthur. And then it's whoever the fuck is left. Roberta, who has not been named. Bitch, really? Was it that I don't know? Left and right? Is that it again? Okay. James, directly below the room Carlos was in. Is it Sherry? Ella was in a room 2 rooms to the right of the room Sherry was in. 2 rooms to the right. Okay, so is it... What do you mean? Is it Carl? Is it Carl? So if it isn't, then it's Carl and Charles. That is wrong. Huh? Okay, which means that James is not there. Where's Karen? Karen's Charles. There you go. And whoever the fuck is left. Which one is left? Sherry Charles, Karen. What? Steven! No, we already did Steven. We just click until we get the right one. No. 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 James! Oh, there you go. Best to ever do it. Okay. Oh my god. Next case for me. Alright. Normal. Ads start in 5 minutes. Should we run ads before I start this case? I shall, actually. Eat ads, bro. I will send you away on 3 minutes of ads. And, I will see you then. We'll continue after that. There you go. Oh, the 3 minutes. I saw that we had 5 viewers. I'm amazed that people watch this shit. I was about to say. I can see the appeal, but it also makes no. I'm making no sense. There is. I'm reading the thing over and over again. Slurp time. Yes, eat ads. Pulling up on. This is a good slurp. It so is. Oh my god. I don't know what game we should play after this. I'll see if devs have fixed our achievements in do no harm, but I don't know. I have a bunch of fun stuff though. They're showing me crackable ads. They know the audience. Oh shit, they are pulling up on. They know everything. And the phone hears everything. Man, I could look on Steam, like, what? Ooh. Oh god, once again, I just forget that I do, like, I switch to face cam. I forget this. We have Midnight Special is a game that I find interesting, but it's quite different from the ones we usually do. Mainly, I think that's a female lead. Same with Midnight Girl. It's like French and shit. It's like I don't know if it's a like platformer mystery thing. I know it's French. That's all I know. Midnight Special should be a creepy one. I've seen some disturbing imagery, but you know I like that. Ultrea seems to be a very beautiful game. I don't really know. I think it's 3D graphics, which I have famously an issue with, but it looks very pretty. It looks incredibly pretty. I bought West of Loathing because, from what I remember, I feel like it's pretty old, but from what I remember, it's silly as fuck. So that's why. I also bought like a pretty little game, but I think it's a walking simulator, and I don't think maybe that's great. It's called Tengami, and it looks pretty cool, but I don't know. We'll see which one I do. So repeating, if you're interested in looking up what they are: Midnight Special, Midnight Girl, Ultrea, West of Loathing, and Tengami. I feel like West of Loathing is my last pick. It's like I was about to say when I'm on my last legs. That's not it. Can I close this fucking Steam window? Apparently the fuck not. Okay. But we're back from ads, so Yeah, and Ultrea. Did I say Ultrea? I did. There you go. Back to the game. Slurp. All right. Normal. Finish. Perkele. All right. Who did it? I was about to say that we're back to doing it. That's not it. The murderer was a woman! Exclamation mark. There were 2 women in the dining room and 2 women in the wine cellar. Do we have 5 women? Yes. We have 5 women. Bessie was on the same floor as Mark. Should we just do this again? Did it become more or less confusing? Bessie's on the same floor as Mark. Kelly's on the same floor as Henry. Henry's on the same floor as Willard and Mark, but in a different room. Willard. Mark. Daniel's in the room directly below the room the dead body was found. Nice! Okay, where are you? And I'm so sorry. Daniel. Daniel! There you are. Diane was next to a room Steven was in. Jesse was not in a room next to the room John was in. Okay. That's a new one. Oh, we need to place the women. We need to place the women. So, all right. We can cross off Daniel. Cross him off. Henry, Willard, and Mark. Kelly, Henry, Willard, and Mark is in 1. Okay. What? And Bessie. Bessie, Mark. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Bessie is also there. Bessie. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we have that entire thing. How many women? 2 women. 2 women. We have a total of 5 people. Whereof 2 is a woman. A woman. Which doesn't really tell me anything else. Yet. Best on the flame floor is Mark. Carrie was on the same as Henry. Henry was on the same as Willard and Mark. Diane was in a room next to the room Steven was in, which means that they're on the bottom floor. Diane and Steven. Go down. Diane. Steven. Oh. Steven. Jesse was not in a room next to the room John was in. Okay. But that means Jesse and John is also on the bottom floor. Or, not necessarily. Because she was just not in a room where John was in. Or next to the room John was in. But Jesse is somewhere. I guess. Next to the room Steven was in. Oh, this means that... What? The murderer was a woman. Kelly, Henry, Willard, Mark, Bessie. Let's see. Oh, and we have Daniel placed. So that's on the bottom floor, I assume, Daniel. I was like, why am I saying Daniel so much? And then I realized that it's Daniel. That's another name. Riches beyond belief. Oh no, Pony Japan. Daniel. We have Jesse and John, but we don't know where Jesse and John is. I assume 2 women in the dining room, 2 women in the wine cellar. How many ladies have we mentioned? Kelly, Jessie, Diane, Bessie, and Suzanne. That's great. The only one we had that hasn't been mentioned is Suzanne. Maybe she did it. Let's see. Maybe she did it. Where's John? I wonder this. Dining room and wine cellar. Okay. What? Let's do the room John was in. What? Is next to the left or the right? Or up and down too? Next to means to the side. Which means that Jesse cannot be... Jesse did it! What? No. Were they on the top floor? No. Okay. What? Kelly, Henry, Will, and Mark, and Bessie is on one floor. Bessie, which is 2 women and 3 men. Diane, Stephen, and Daniel is on the same floor. Jesse and John is probably on the same floor as Diane, Stephen, and... Oh, do we know that Daniel is on the bottom floor? Or in, like, another floor then? Hold on. No. No. Not necessarily. Why did I write Daniel there? Why did I write Daniel? Diane, Stephen, Jesse, and John. I assume is on another floor than these motherfuckers. But not in rooms touching. Not in rooms touching, okay? So the question mark is Suzanne. Where are you? Suzanne? So we have these 5 fucking people, I guess. I assume that these motherfuckers are on the same floor. They have to be. I think logistically they have to be. Jesse and John is not next to each other. Cool. Which one is not in the same room, bro? 2 women in the dining room, 2 women in the wine cellar. Okay. Bessie, Mark. And it's on the same floor as Willard and Mark, but in a different room. Okay. Cool. Oh, this means that they have to be on the bottom floor. Yes. Because there's 3 women on the top floor. Okay. Henry, Willard, and Mark. But in a different room. Okay, so... This is Henry. This is... Willard. This is... No, not Daniel, bitch. It's Willard. This is Mark. Which means that this is Kelly. And this is Jesse. No. Bessie. Not Jesse. Okay. Let's see. is not in the room next to the room John was in, because women in the dining room, which means that Jesse did it. Cool. Now we know that. This makes sense, for sure. Which means that it's Suzanne, not Willard, Suzanne, and Diane, and whoever the fuck is left. Who is left? John, Henry, Mark, Daniel, what? Steven? Is it Steven? Oh yeah. Accidentally, we're the best to ever do it. Best to ever do it. The best to ever do it, dude. So fucking good. There you go. I'm so not ready for Emily to come and scream at me again for being slow. Yeah, I love the detective hints, disabled, timer, 5 minutes, in parentheses, not plausible. I love the in parentheses, not plausible, but that means me solving things in like 2.5 minutes is very good. Ciao. I'm fucking smart. The murderer was a man! All men except the murderer was upstairs at the time. Cool. Estella was also upstairs, but was not in the kitchen. Cool. Emma and Rose were in the same room. On the bottom floor. So, top floor is 4 men and Estella. 4 men plus Estella. God, what were they doing? Top floor. Kirk was in the room directly above the one that... Oh god. Okay, we're gonna do this. What? Emma and Rose is in the same room. Emma and Rose is in one room. Kirk is above Marianne. Marianne, I miss her. Oh god, I miss my do no harms. I so do. David was in a room directly above the room Amy was in. David was into the room left of the room Estella was in. Okay. Okay. We're gonna cross these off. Also upstairs in the kitchen. The murderer was a man. Yes. Harold, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. Cool. Louis, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. Kevin didn't do it. Okay. So... Wait. Wait. Was in a room left of the room Estella was in. So Estella cannot be in the bedroom. Lucky for her. I don't know why. I feel like we should... How many ladies? How many ladies? Emma and Rose were in the same room. Oh, okay, so, hold on. I shouldn't be striking shit off. I love that in the beginning I was like, it's nice striking shit off, and then I was like, it's not good striking shit off. The murderer was a man. I can't stop looking at that. Emma and Rose in the same room. which means that Kirk and David was in the same room. Yes. Oh, and Estella cannot be in the kitchen. So Kirk and David is in one room. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it has to be. Which means that it's Kirk, David, Marianne, Amy. Kirk, David, Marianne, Amy, Emma Rose. Emma Rose. Okay. Okay. Duh. Oh god, I accidentally took a screenshot. I love just randomly clicking my keyboard. Okay. David was in a room left of the room Estella was in. Not in the kitchen. Yes, it's very easy to be... No? Yeah, it's very easy to be left of the kitchen. No. No. Now we know that. Not in the kitchen. Room left of the room Estella was in. Estella was in the ballroom. But Harold, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. Louie, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. Oh. What? Ew. Huh? Not in the kitchen. Kirk and David. Okay, so... What? Huh? Oh. This means that... Oh shit, what were Kirk and David doing? Kirk, David... Emma, Rose... Harold, Larry, and Kevin. So, Kevin is here. This I know. For sure, this... Why do I put Kevin there? This is Kirk. Kirk. No. Kirk. Okay, so Larry... Huh? Where's the ladies? Emma Rose... Oh, yeah. No. No. That's not it. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. What? In a room left of the room that Elle was in. Cool. Oh yeah, no, that didn't make sense. What did I think of that? Oh no, David must be here. Oh, no, that's the thing. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, no, I was right. But it still kind of don't make sense. I'm confused. Kirk... No. Yes. It's in the room Estella was in. It has to be like this. Marianne. Amy. Emma. Rose. Larry, Harold, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. Louie, Larry, and Kevin were all in different rooms. So where is Larry, Harold, and Lewis is my question. Larry is not here. Oh, what? Why would he be here? Why did I specifically put him there? Is it like this? Is it Larry? Larry, did you do it, Larry? So, would it be Harold, Lewis, Larry? Best to ever do it, dude. The best to ever do it. Larry's the killer. He killed her with a shovel. Oh no. New high score? Best to ever do it, dude. So good. Okay. 24? Oh, we're fucking running through this shit. Oh god. Jerry and Russell were in the utility room. Jerry. Russell. Boom. Ellen and Christine were in the kitchen. They're just telling me. Ellen and Christine. Is it getting easier? Rand was on the same floor as Olivia, but in a room more to the left. Okay. Randy. Olivia. Brenda was on the same floor. Steve? Steve, why are you... Brenda. Steve. Mel was on the same floor as Yoshi, but one more room to the left. Melba. Yoshi. Alder was on a different floor than Olivia. Cool. Brenda was on the same floor as Randy. Okay. Then we got it. And then we got it? Oh yeah, no, then we got it. Cool. So... Let's see. This means that Randy was on the same floor as Olivia, but one more room to the left. Like, process of elimination, come on. One more room to the left. This means that Randy's here. And Olivia is here. Boom. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What? This means that... How did we tell that Brendan? Where's Steve, but one more room to the left. Same floor as Yoshi, but one more room to the left. Oliver was on a different floor than Olivia. Brenda was on the same floor as Randy. Oh, that's how we figure that out. Cool. This means that... What? Same floor as... not Oliver, Olivia, bro. They have the same name. Cool. Same floor as Steve. Steve! One more room to the left. Yes. Brenda. Brenda! Where were you? Can't read. There. One more room to the left. This is Steve. Cool. Mel was on the same floor as Joshua, but one more room to the left. Oh. Well, there you go. Melba did it. So that is Joshy and Oliver. That be it. Best to ever do it, dude. We're back in the under 4-minute range. I'm so fucking smart. But this was very, very easy, to be fair. They gave you everything on a silver platter. It's insane. Are they doing this on purpose? Are they luring me into a false sense of security? You're never safe. I'm never safe either. Richers beyond belief. Oh god. At the time of the murder, all male suspects were upstairs. Okay, cool. All men. Charles was with Brian in the bedroom. Where were you doing? I'm gonna make that joke every time. And no one can stop me. Jeffrey was on the left of the room Charles was in. A room. Mike was not in the same room as Elias. Elijah was not in the same room as Jeffrey. Come again? Jeffrey and Mike. Jeffrey and Mike is in the same room. Somewhere. For sure. Noah was in the room above the rooms. What? How are we looking on people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ladies. Oh, so it's a lady. Oh god. So Jefferson in the room, left in the room that Charles was in. Everything is left to Charles. Everything is left to him. Mike and Jeffrey was together. Mike and Jeffrey. Elias. And Mike. Noah was in the room, but where do you fit in, buddy? Huh? All male suspects. What? Brian, Jeffrey, Noah, Charles, Mike, Elijah's. Huh? Charles and Brian. Jeffrey, Noah. Oh, except the murderer then. The murderer. Oh. It was just that they're not there. I misunderstood. Elias was not in the same room as Jeffrey. Noah was in. We know that Noah is upstairs. That's good. Noah did not do it. Noah was on the room above the room Stephanie was in. So Noah is here. Oh yeah, we put him there already. Okay. So this is Stephanie. Colleen was not in the same room as Sharon. Patricia was not in the same room as Colleen. Crystal was in the room under the room Elijah was in. Okay, so she's here. Elias. How would you say that? Can you say that? How do you say that in English, dude? Elias. Patricia was on the same in the room. Colleen. Crystal was in the room. Okay. Let's see. This is Crystal. Colleen. No? What? was in the room. Colleen was not in the same room as Sharon. Patricia was not in the same room as Colleen. So, because do we know that a lady didn't do it? Yes, because all male subsex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, so it is a lady who did it. Okay. So you're saying that it's not a dude who did it? Who did it? What? Okay. Did we fuck up entirely? All male suspects. Now I can't even speak, bro. Yes. To the left of the room Charles was in. Mike was not in the same room as Elias. Elias was not in the same room as Jeffrey. How many dudes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I am right. Correct. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So it's... Come back. Mike was not in the same room as Elias. Elias was not in the same room as Jeffrey. Jeffrey, Mike, Noah. Noah might be in the same room as... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Okay. Colleen was not in the same room as Sharon. Patricia was not in the same room as Colleen. So, it's one of those. Okay, so it's... Colleen is not in the same room as Patricia. And... Who? Bitch? Sharon. Sharon. And Crystal was in the room, under the room Elijah's was in. Okay. So... She... Which one is not mentioned? Stephanie... Okay, so Noah was above the room Stephanie was in. Noah, Stephanie. Noah, Stephanie. Elias. Crystal. Okay. Can we get this to go? Can we get this to go? Which one? They can be in the same room. Noah and Elias can be in the same room. Okay. He was in a room left to Charles. Yes. Mike. So, we know that it's Elias and Noah and Jeffrey and Mike, but we don't know where. Elias, Noah, Jeffrey, and Mike. Come on. And there's one girl that isn't mentioned. No? No? Noah was in the room above the room Stephanie was in. Colleen was not in the same room as Sharon. Patricia was not in the same room as Colleen. Where did... Hello? Oh, yeah. Noah, Stephanie. God, you're not telling me anything. Oh. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. There you go. So, because we know that Elias and Noah is in the same room, which means that Stephanie and Crystal must be in the living room. Crystal. So this means that Jeffrey and Mike is here. Mike! In the attic? In the attic? Patricia and Sharon is here, and Colleen did it. Nice. Patricia, Sharon, and Colleen. Best to ever do it, dude. I don't know how long that took me. How long? Okay, 10 minutes. It's quite a bit. Uncovering the truth. At the end of the day, everyone is gone except you. Hey, did you write the evaluations I asked about? No. Yes, I did. But why do I need to do all this extra work? A friend of mine also had an internship here and did not do this. New rules and new regulations. Fuck, I missed it. You better get it. Emily wanders off. What are you doing, Emily? Where is she going now? Wait, is the same detective from the coffee corner earlier? Loading content, connecting to server, please input number plate, blah 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 blah. Searching database, please wait. Searching database, please wait. Searching database, please wait. Searching database, please wait. Loading. Number plate results. Oh shit, we're looking. Jason D, lead detective. Federal State Police. The fucking feds are everywhere. I need to report this to the chief in the morning, ... Oh, we should. Oh, you're saying... Is our final case the fucking feds? Oh, we only have so many left. Yes, are you sure? Yes, I want to open case. Duh. This is what the game is for. The game. For the love of the game. Oh, that slurp disappeared quickly. You know it's a good slurp. Or quickly. Mary was on the same floor as Jennifer, but in a room more to the right. Let's go. Mary, Jennifer. Jennifer was on the same floor as George. A room to the right. One room more to the right. Yes, okay, cool. So we have... George. That's not how you pronounce George in French. Mary's on the same floor as Jennifer, but one more room to the right. Mary. Jennifer. I dream of her. Oh, I forget that there's a typing sound in the background of this that just drives me nuts. Jennifer did not do it. Oh yeah, because she's on the top floor. What? No, not necessarily. Oh yeah, but now she ended up being that anyway. I knew it. I knew it beforehand. I'm the best to ever do it. Francis was in the room below the room Ray was in. Angela was in the room below the room Thomas was in. You're gonna get that. Who? Francis? Okay, so... Below. Yes. Francis. Ray. Cool. Angela. Thomas. Bitch. Thomas. Garrett and John. Lorraine was in a room to the left of the room where Jamie is in. John was in a room right to the room Ray was in. John was not in the bedroom. Angela was not in the same room as Lorraine. Where the fuck? Okay. It's in a room left to the room Jamie was in. So, Jamie is not in the ballroom or the kitchen. This we know. John's in a room to the right from Jamie was in. So, no, Ray was in. Okay, hold on. Francis, who's on the top floor, bitch? Who's on the top floor? The ones on the top floor is Ray, Thomas, John. And on the bottom floor we have Francis, Angela, and Garrett. Okay. Lorraine was to the left of the room Jamie was in. We don't know where Jamie is. John was in a room to the right of the room Ray was in. And Ray is on... Oh, they don't tell us. Usually it means in the same... To the right of the room. To the right. So John was in either one of these. Oh, yeah. But, hold on. Below the room John was in. Below the room John was in. Okay, so this is John. Cool. And if John is there, Garrett is here. Garrett. Huh? Yes. Jennifer didn't do it. In a room. He was in a room. Angela. I'll give it to Mary. Mary will give it to John. Which one were on the top floor? Okay, it's this one is they're on the top floor. Cool. Okay, so what? Okay, fuck you. First of all, so we have. Do we know John was in the room to the right of the room in general? Ray was in. Huh? Jamie was in. How did I conclude that it's... Oh! What? Room Jonathan. John was not in the bedroom. Okay. That's where. So, Lorraine was in a room left of the room Jamie was in. So Jamie is not there. John was in around right to everything is right of where John is. Angela is not in the same room as Lorraine. Okay. So... Huh? Where's Jamie? Where is Jamie? Mary, Jennifer, and George is on one room. We got... I saw that. Oh shit! Oh shit, I know what's going on. I don't really know what to do about this. Hold on. I will be with you shortly, I think. Should I put you on a starting soon screen? I'll put you on a starting soon screen. Hold on. See if you see just... Let's see if you see just the entirety of my room. I think you will. The mess that is my bed. Yes. Okay. Let's see. There you go. I had it just died because I didn't have the charger in. But we will be back. I just need to open this fucking hot-ass room. It's hot as fuck in this hot-ass fucking room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper? We're gonna go back to gaming. What happened? What happened was that my camera died a little bit. Anyway, what am I doing, bro? Oh yeah. Where are we gonna place people? Thomas, and we're trying to find Thomas. And who? Laura was in a room to the left of the room Jamie was in. Okay. To the left. Okay. Angela was not in the same room as Lorraine. That tells me jack shit. I just need to know where Thomas and Ray is. To the right. Should we just put Ray here? Just the room to the right? What? Ray, Thomas, John. Oh. Oh yeah, wait. Where is Jamie? Jamie? Okay, so we want to assume that Jamie is on... Oh. What? Oh. Oh. Yes, Thomas. It's Thomas. So would we want to say this? That Thomas is there, which makes Angela there. And, huh? Francis, where are you? And I was not in the same room as Lorraine. It's in the room to the left of the room Jamie was in. Lorraine. Oh yeah. So it's like generally to the left. I want to believe it's generally to the left because sometimes it has been, sometimes it hasn't. It's not in the same room as Lorraine. Who's left, bro? Is it Jamie? It's Jamie. Are we the best to ever do it? This one I'm not sure about. Nope, not at all. Cool. What? Remind me. Mary and John are there. But a room or two, right? Oh, it was the thing with Ray and Thomas. The thing we chanced on. Okay. Hold on. And we know that Garrett is there. So, let's see. Angela. No. What? Oh, yeah. Big brain here. Was this the way we did it? Okay, so Angela. Francis. Lorraine was in a room left to the room Jamie was in. It's not in the same room as Lorraine. Is it like this? Bitch, really? Did I think wrong? Wait. Huh? Oh, it's the different ones. Okay, so it's... What? Oh, it's me not knowing left and right again, damn it. Okay. This is our, we have never used this many strikes. Which ones are we? Left to the room that Jared. This is Jamie. This is Lorraine. We cannot fail. Best to ever do it. First try. The public wants to be me so bad. Someone should make me president. Okay. Okay. This is so good. Okay. Every time I see the word finish. No. Well, no. Reed was in the room below. The room where the dead body was. Good for you, Reed. Linda and Leanne was in the same room. Linda and Leanne. Lori was in the room below the room Leanne was in, so Lori is... They're on the top floor. Top floor. Linda, Leanne. Ian. You get to be Ian, okay? Oh, I just wrote wrong. Whatever. We know what it says. Bottom floor. Lori. Thomas is on the same floor as Clyde, but in a room more to the right. Thomas. And Clyde is on one. Alta was in the room above the room Michael was in. Michael. I can definitely write Michael. Just watching me being dyslexic too. Also, I'm surprised that you're still awake, Ponyopon. I'm gonna bully Ponyopon at any chance I can. Alta. James was on the same floor as Sandra, but in another room. This is... Don't tempt fate, says Putney Open. Oh, well. I'm so needlessly aggressive. James and Sandra. James! James was on the same floor as Justin. James, Sandra, and Justin. God, no, that's not what I wanted. Andra. Justin. Yes. Michael was not in the same room as James. Clyde and Alta was in the same room. Clyde and... Alta? Where was Alta? Oh. Huh? Alta was in a room above. Oh, there you are. Clyde and Alta. Do we have any more reference for Clyde? That means that Thomas is also there. Oh, that means that we have our fucking killer immediately because we're the best to ever do it. Alta, Clyde. Thomas. Wait. They were in the same room. Boom. Lori, Leanne. Thomas on the same floor as Clyde, but in a room more to the right. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. That's Thomas. Alta was in the room above the room Michael was in. James was on the same floor as Sandra, but in a room more to the left. James was on the same floor as Justin, but one more to the right. Okay, we know where James is. On the floor as Justin, but one more to the right. Oh. Okay, so this is Sandra. Where are you? There you are. No, Reed was with Reed in the kitchen. James! And there's James. And there's Justin. Justin where? Alta was in the room above the room Michael was in. That doesn't tell me much. Yes. Michael's not in the same room as James. James! Room more to the right. Boom. Clyde and Alta was in the same room. Do we have... Lori... was below the room Leanne was. Michael was not in the same room as James. There you go. Michael. Yes. Lori. And then we know. So that's Linda. Leanne. Alta and Clyde. Not Linda was not with Linda. Linda was with Leanne. Best to ever do it, dude. The best. In time for ads too, because we're the best to ever do it. Should we wait in case there's a cutscene? We can wait. I will send you. My awakeness is a temporary affliction. It always is. I will send you away on 3 minutes of ads. See ya. The ads. I don't know how many we have left. Probably not a lot. Oh yeah, we have 3 left, bro. We have the classic 2.5 hour stream. Probably. If we're not gonna solve a case for the feds. I feel like in games we are either the feds or we're hunted by the feds. It feels like, oh, I should turn up the desktop audio. I don't know how much that sounds. Has to sound quite a lot based on like what I see on the waveforms. God motherfucking damn. Anyway. Oh god. Getting ads for cleaning products. I'm being taunted. I love hearing updates on what ads people are getting. That's genuinely funny. Oh my god. I was just trying to think of things to say, but I love that. Oh my god. Jesus. This is a fun game. I wonder... Oh. Now when I think about it, Green Stream. I was like, should this be a game we play between games? But I'm like, oh, but I miss Green Stream. I guess this is quite similar to Green Stream. Except this is even more nonsensical. The only reason why I wouldn't play more of it is just because I don't know how, What do you mean 3 hands left? This is an attack. Can't you... Pulling up on, can't you eat that much ads? I thought you could slurp them down. I don't know how Twitch ads work. I never do. I'm only on this side of things, never on the other side. I don't get to be called out or attacked. I don't get to be called out and attacked. Preferably so. But you have my blessing, Chat Paladin. It's fine. The only one immune to these attacks are Ghosty. Ghosty has paid his dues. I survived. How well? How well? Oh, that's so funny. I've missed his evil machinations. No, I'm literally just laughing at things you write in chat. I'm being funny towards you when you can't hear it. That's exactly what I'm doing. You know, if there's no one else in chat, I can laugh at Ponyupan while Ponyupan is away eating ads, okay? I'm allowed. I'm allowed anything. No one can stop me. I'm the streamer. That took us only 5 minutes. I'm the best to ever do it. Oh, we're a graduate detective? No, I was so ready for a cutscene. When are the feds coming? You never know. Oh yeah, I want to see chat. Chat. It's balance. It's balance? Marcus was in the lounge or the kitchen. Joseph was in the lounge or the nursery. Robbie was dancing with Lily in the kitchen. Nice. Robbie and Lily. Okay. Lily. Okay. Let's do the let's do the top and the bottom, okay? Let's do both. Lounge or the nursery. Okay, they were either there or there. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Rebecca's on the top floor. Top. Bottom. Bitch. That's not what I wanted. There you go. Rebecca. A nanny. Same floor as Donna, but in a room more to the left. Jordan was not on the same floor as Marcus. Don was not in the same room as Joseph or Marcus. Leo was on the same floor as Kimberly. God. We just know who's not anywhere and not who is. Leo was not on the left side of the house. Leo, Kimberly, and Joseph and Marcus was on... Oh, there you go. Okay, so... Let's see. Joseph and Marcus, one is in the lounge, one is in the nursery. Let's just find out how we can... Jordan... Wait. What's that in the kitchen? Rebecca's in the room above the room Nanny was in. William was not on the same was on the same floor as Donna. But in a room more to the left, so he can be there. Donna was not in the same room as Joseph or Marcus. This means that William was on the same floor as Donna, but one more to the left. That means that William, Donna, in the room Nanny was in, and above the room Nanny was in. Same floor Donna, but more to the left. Jordan was not in the on the same floor as Marcus. Donna was not in the same room as Marcus or Joseph. Leo was on the same floor as Kimberly. Leo, Kimberly, Joseph, and Marcus was all in different rooms. Okay, good. Now we know that. But we don't know which one. Leo was on the left side of the house. Cool. So this is Leo. This is Kimberly. Was anyone above or below? Same floor as Kimberly. We got that. New Kimberly Marcus. Dun dun dun. Jordan was not on the same floor as Marcus. That don't tell me. Rebecca was in the room above the room Nanny was in, so it's Rebecca, Nanny, Jordan, Joseph, and Marcus. Bitch, really? Am I stupid? He was on the left side of the house. Kimberly, Joseph, and Marcus was in different rooms. Did I just... Wait. No. On the same floor as Donna, but in a room more to the left. Jordan was not on the same room as Marcus. Donna was not in the same room as Joseph or Marcus. Leo was on the same floor as Kimberly. Leo was on the left side of the house. What? Not on the left side of the house. I'm dumb. There you go. Leo and Kimberly. Best to ever do it, dude. I should read closer, but I didn't. We hardly got any strikes until now. Maybe I'm just stupid. Next case. Ooh. Second to last case. Oh no! Sorry, I couldn't hear you. The camera's whack again. Yes, no signal. Can you hear me? Streamer, can you hear me? I cannot see chat. Let's see. I'm gonna... Let's see. Hello. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it's burning through battery more than it can charge. Or it's not. I don't know. Luckily, you don't really need to see my face. I don't know how many people are actually watching my face. Except you, Pony Up on. Hello, he's here. He is. Oh god, what should I set, bro? I zoomed in too much. Hello. This is why I need a mod. It's very good. I need a mod because I'm stupid, not because of chat. Because there's often just mod in chat. Here's my emotional support mod, okay? My emotional support hogpot or whatever. Hogpot. Everyone contained one man and one woman except the crime room. Dawn, Hazel, and Tracy. I was about to say Dawn, Hazel, and Crazy. That's not it. Dawn, Hazel, and Tracy. Dawn, Hazel, Tracy. Tracy's mom. Thomas. Timothy and Herman. Timothy was in the attic or the dining room. Okay. Dawn was in a room above or below the room Michelle was in. Patty and David were both on the left side of the house but in different floors. Hazel was in the room either above or below the room Herman was in. Tracy was not in the same room as David. Okay. Dawn, Hazel, Tracy. Either above or beyond. Okay, but we didn't see who is... Okay, so Hazel is... Yeah. Oh, you didn't tell me that. Okay, whatever. Timothy and I was on one floor. Attic or the dining room. Jerry was in the attic or the dining room. Jerry! Okay, so Jerry is... What? Hold on. No, they don't say. Yeah, no, they so dough. Dough. I got Timothy. Oh, there. Jerry. I have to remember the thing with the women and the men. So... we need... women. Patty and David, both on the left side of the house, but on different floors. Yes, and we can figure out where that is because we have 3 men. 3 men. Oh, we can, by process of elimination, see what gender did it. Yeah, it's a dude. Boom. Jerry, David. So, Patty. Huh? Yes. Timothy was in the attic or dining room. Dawn was in... Ooh, okay. What did we... Michelle. Patty and David. Blonde. Tracy was not in the same room as David. Okay. Oh, yeah. Where is David? Jerry was in the attic or dining room team. Both on the left side of the house. Nice. So... no. Nice. So no. We need to know... Wait. Michelle was in. Timothy was in the attic or dining room. Jerry was in the attic or dining room. Dawn's in a room above or below where Michelle is. Patty and David. Okay, there. That's where the thing tracked. No. Yes. Okay. David. Patty. So... Okay. Wait. Timothy is on the same floor as Patty. Timothy. Which means that Jerry is here. Damn it. What else? Yes, so we got you. Dawn is above or below the room Michelle was in. We don't know where either one of those is. Either a... Tracy is not in the same room as David. Huh? Let me just remember. Is we're all on the same floor? Yes. Thomas, Timothy, and Herman were all on the same floor. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the thing we're doing. Jerry, David. Huh? Wait. Don, Hazel, Tracy, Jerry, David. So it's not... Wait. Thomas, Timothy, Harmon. Oh, bitch. Thomas, Timothy, Harmon. So it's Ronald. Cool. Right. Yes. That means what? All on the same floor? Yes. Gotcha. We only know where Timothy is. Timothy was in the attic or the dining room. Jerry was in the attic or the dining room. Dawn was above or below the room where Michelle was in. Which means that, okay, she's just in either one of those. Whatever. Hazel was in the room either above or below the room Herman was in. Tracy was not in the same room as David. Dawn, Hazel. Wait. Dawn's in a room above or below where Michelle is. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So she is not there. Oh. What? Come on. Above or below? Tracy was not in the same room as David? Wait. Boom. Michelle was in. So there you go. Dawn. Where are you? Michelle. Tracy. Tracy was here. Where's Tracy's mom, though? Which means that Hazel is here. Cool. And that means that Herman is here. And... Thomas? Did Thomas do it? Best to ever do it, dude. Easy. No problem. Sweet. Oh. Ooh. I knew it. Good, you have volume. Chief, can I talk to you for a minute, please? Chief Gray. Yes, come in. Emily, I think something is wrong. You show Gray the evidence you've collected and explain what happened. Is this true, Emily? No, sir. I'm putting you on temporary leave. Detective, we figured out where they supposedly went. Forensics are working on it now. When I have the case ready, I want you to solve it. I want you to solve it. How much do we have left? Do we have one? Is it me? Yes, I want to open the case. Of course I do. Open case. Who did it? This is saying that over and over again too. Robert and Joseph were in the library. Robert and Joseph. Where are you, Joseph? Is Joseph a girl? I love that for Joseph. Vivian and Denise were in the kitchen. Vivian and Denise. Emily, Jordan, Jason, and Gary were in 4 different rooms. Cool, so one of y'all did it. Jordan was on a different floor than Jason and Emily. Okay. Scott, Stephanie, and Jesse were in 3 different... Oh, God. Oh, God. Emily, Jordan, Gary, Jason are in different rooms. So are Scott, Stephanie, and Jesse. They're not in the same room, and that neither is. Either is Scott, Stephanie, and Jesse. Scott was on a different floor than Stephanie and Jesse. Cool. So this is Stephanie and Jesse. No, they're in different rooms. Oh no, this is Scott. Never mind. That's Scat. Okay. We know where Scott is. And they are not there. The girls simply are not there. Oh, yeah. Because... Huh? Wait. Stephen was in a room more to the right of the room Emily was in. Oh shit, is it Emily, bro? Shit. Stephanie was in a room more to the right of where Emily was in. So they're not in the same room either. And she is not there. Good. Yes, he was in a room more to the left of where Emily is in. So Emily was the killer. Oh, shit. Is that our girl? I can say she's our girl because she sucks. But anyway. Because she sucks. Jordan was on a different floor than Jason and Emily. Okay. This is Jordan. Jason and Gary. Yes. Stephanie was in a room more to the right. Over Emily was in. Stephanie. Jesse. Jesse is here. Gary was not in the left side. So this is Gary. And the other one is... Is it Jason? It is Jason. Cool. Best to ever do it, dude. Emily killed. Emily is the killer. She so is, dude. Continue. Justice served. Oh shit. Get some fucking footage too, dude. A-cab. Being a detective, A-cab. I have no clue what's going on, bro. So cinematic. Hey. Hello. Good job today. Thank you. Thanks to you, we put a mole behind bars. Hope they don't dig their way out of there. You did very well, intern. I mean, detective. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Normally, interns takes a final test to prove themselves, but I think this case made for a perfect final test. No, we could use someone like you on our team. Are you interested? Uh-huh. Yes. Here, take this contact and review it sometime. Thanks. Thank you for your service. Thanks for everything, sir. Just walking to the sunset. Thank you for everything, sir. What's going on, bro? Now you finally have an answer to your question. Who did it? Emily did it! Belder Production. Games! Sam, thank you to Sam Vadebeld. Are you Dutch? Credits, bro. Roll them. Thanks to our playtesters. Are you Dutch? We did it. In a normal stream time as well. The best to ever do it. I have buy the game. You can play it on different difficulties. And shit. And shit. Yes. That was who did it. We did it. What? Fucking buy the game. Support the devs. You can be the best to ever do it. You can. If you do the game better than me. I dare you. Best way to get people to support the devs is to challenge the audience to do better than you. People love to fight. I mean, there is still XP for us to earn if we, for some reason, decide to go back to this game. What? It's the end of stream. I'm so confused at the end of stream always. We have had quite a bit of viewers today. So that's fun. I'm amazed that people stay for me saying names for 2.5 hours, and I'm very thankful too. So thank you for watching. Of course. Thank you to Ponyoppan for modding and learning how to fix gas leaks or whatever. And fucking, I don't know what we'll be playing next if we don't get a do no harm. Maybe we do a green stream or something. But thank you to Erik Mellestad and Dean Sabine for being patrons. And until